to another episode of Gray Magnolias. This is going to be a quick one, I think. I have another library haul and also September TBR. So I'm just going to jump right into it. I have 3-book series historical romance. 2 of them are a reread. First part of another historical romance reread, which I actually just finished and was just as good as I remember. And then I have 3 books that are the first books to 3 separate series to see if I want to read them. So we're going to start off with what I actually have finished. Maybe this might be a little book review, I don't know. So I got How to Love a Duke in 10 Days by Kerrigan Bryan. So good, just as good as I remember. We have this blue stocking wallflower who had big trauma and she's like afraid of men, if you get the hint. And she's part of like this red rogue, which is a bunch of redheads who bounded together in the boarding school. And one of them calls to her aid, like, oh my god, you gotta come. And at the same time, she receives a wedding invitation. And then she meets Pierce, and he is a duke. He is damaged physically and also emotionally just from being like wronged and stuff like that. And it's their journey together of like, they do get married. She needs money for something. He's like enamored with her instantly, and it's just so good. Okay, so I did read that and it was just as good as I remembered. I was hoping to read it with the audiobook, but it's not available via my local library, but it was still a fun read. And I read it. I'd give it a 4.5 out of 5. I think that's good. So next we have the Bare Knuckle Bastard series, right? That's what it's called. Yeah, the Bare Knuckle Bastard series by Sarah McLean, who is excellent. She's one of my favorite historical romance writers. We have The Wicked and The Wallflower, which I've read. I'm this far already. I'm reading it in tandem with the audiobook. So good. And then Brazen and the Beast, right? Yeah, Brazen and the Beast, which I'm so excited to read this one again. I only read it audiobook like last year, but I wanted to read again. And then this is the last installment, I'm pretty sure, Darling and the Duke. So very excited. So it's 3 brothers, different mothers, heirs to a dukedom, and it is like one of them takes to like Covent Garden and they become like notorious smugglers. One like is a betrayer, and so it's like all their stories. Yeah, so I'm currently on the first one, Wicked and the Wallflower, who has Felicity and Devil. I mean, what more to say than that? But I love their banter so far. Like, it's just like a lot of back and forth, and he kind of like instantly likes her, but he's like fighting it, and she like likes him, and he's helping her get the Duke, but he slowly secretly wants her. Vengeful plot. She's like fallen from grace, so she's like now a wallflower, and she likes to lockpick, which is a big thing. And I really enjoy the banter, except now reading it again for the second time, don't exactly care of her troubles. They seem very shallow, but like at the same time I understand. So but I'm still enjoying it immensely. Like, I highly recommend anything by her. My favorite, God, I'm pretty sure I reviewed it on here. It's going to, I don't think, let me see, maybe it's in one of these. Nope, nope. I don't know if there'll be a list or anything. I'll put it here. If you haven't read it, you need to read it. Cross, like, amazing. Pippa, Cross and Pippa. Okay, I'll put it right here. I totally forget the name right now. Highly recommend. And that's, I kind of was feeling historical romance, and it's like really hitting the spot. Now for my books that I'm gonna give a try. First we have Ink and Bone by Rachel Crane. This is part of the Great Library series, the first one, Ink and Bone. So let me read the back, I guess. Ruthless and supremely powerful, the Great Library is now a presence in every major city, governing the flow of knowledge to the masses. Alchemy allows the library to deliver the content, the greatest works of history instantly, but the personal ownership of books is strictly expressly forbidden. Ooh, that sounds pretty good. Jess Brightwell believes in the values of the library, but the majority of his knowledge comes from the illegal books obtained by his family. Ooh. Jess has been sent to be his family's spy, but his loyalties are tested in the final months of his training to enter the library service. When his friends inadvertently commit hearsay by creating a device that could change the world, just discovers those who control the great library believe knowledge is more valuable than any human life, and soon both heretics and books will burn. It sounds really good. I love it. Okay, little one just woke up. So yeah, I love it when books incorporate like the character's love of books. For example, in all of the other series by Anne Bishop, which I miss that world so much, but there is like a bookshop in there, like, and reading secondhand books and just stories are a huge part of that world. So excited to read it. It's like a 7-book series, so I think I'll be reading this. I think almost all of them audiobook on my library app, so that should be fun. It sounds really interesting. Hopefully it's good. And then the second series that I want to start, which will be very daunting, is Robin Hobb, The Assassin's Apprentice. I know it's like a trilogy, and then it just kind of grows and grows. I think it's like 15 books. Might be a little much for me, but I've heard great things. This one YouTuber slash Instagrammer, I'll link her down below if I remember. She just finished it and she said it's like the best thing she's ever read in her whole life, and she's like an avid booktuber, bookstagrammer. So I was able to get the illustrated edition from my local library, which is gorgeous. So, and I was able to get books 1 through 3 free on Audible, which is exciting. So yeah, we'll see. This book came out quite a while ago, the first one. So right, yeah, I'm gonna try to see if I like it. The Farsi trilogy, then it goes to Live Ship Traders trilogy, Tawny Man trilogy, The Rain Wild Chronicles, and so forth. And yeah, this one was, so yeah, it was really pretty, like illustrated. Yeah, this was first written in 1995, so it'll be really exciting. And lastly, I'm going to give The Woven Kingdom by, jeez, I need to see her name. It's kind of blocked by the sticker. Tahir Mafi. She wrote the Shadowy series, which I did read book 1 and 2. I do want to get back into it, especially for the main male character. I don't like that it's a love triangle. I really can't stand love triangles, but I know it's really good. So this caught my interest. I wonder if it's gonna give Ember in the Ashes vibe, but it's book 1, and there's currently, I think book 2 is out. I'm not sure how long it's gonna be. This came out in 22. So I think it's set in Egypt, or kind of like, because I don't know, maybe, could be wrong, but I'm not even gonna try to say the names. I'll put maybe here, or it seems really good. It seemed really good. It caught my eye. I can listen to it on audio, which I really have been enjoying that. So that is on my list. So that is everything I want to read for the month of September. I've already knocked down, and I probably will finish this one today, September 1st, and read this one, and then this one is going to be my first read through. So I'm very excited for that, and yeah, I'll be able to listen to all those on audiobook. But yeah, a little bit of like housekeeping. I do have a lot of video ideas in mind. I have this very daunting book haul that I want to do. I've acquired many books. There's been several sales at my local thrift stores and stuff like that, so I do want to do that, except it's probably going to be like 2 parts, honestly, especially if I find a lot tomorrow, because it's like 50% off again. So we'll see what I find. But yeah, I have a lot I want to do, a lot I want to create. My passion for reading is still burning bright, and I love it. And it's actually been really nice not to, because like before, when I had Kindle Unlimited, and I've also been kind of restricting myself a little bit of Instagram, it's like you just keep adding, and there's so many good things out there, but then you're more in tune to like, that sounds good, let me add it, and you just kind of like don't pick anything. Or a lot of the times things get promoted so much, and like, oh god, that looks amazing, and it's just like utter disappointment, which I cannot stand. I've been burned one too many times, and I'm sure many of us have with book talk and all that stuff. Mind you, there's been amazing books I've read as well. But yeah, so I hope you enjoy this quick-ish video, everything I've read, And yeah, make sure you subscribe, leave a comment. Have you read any of these? What are you reading for the month of September? This is kind of like the first time I've like actually created a TBR that I'm going to probably execute. Just kind of, because like I guess with the audiobook and that, it just makes it more fun to read. I'm also finishing another series kind of quickly. It is good. I just kind of started it on a whim. Put the two images here of book one and two. It's a duology. It's Last Airbender, Avatar Last Airbender slash Gladiators, which is really good. Really like the characters. It's different. But book two, I'm kind of like with the main male character, but we'll see. So I'll probably maybe do a review of that too. But yeah, so thank you for watching. And again, yeah, just like and subscribe, leave a comment. I really would appreciate it. And yeah, happy reading.